Life is short, but most of us live like we've got an unlimited subscription to tomorrows. We treat time as if it's endless, when in reality it's slipping away quietly every single day. To put it into perspective, the average person gets about 30,000 days on this planet. That's it. 30,000 mornings to wake up, 30,000 meals to enjoy, 30,000 sunsets to watch, 30,000 chances to actually live. If you're around 30 years old, you've already spent about 10,000 of those days. That leaves roughly 20,000 left. And that's more than enough time to do meaningful things, to grow, and to enjoy life. If you choose to focus on what matters most, think about how often you've said to yourself, I'll do it someday. Someday doesn't exist on the calendar. There's only today. In the next few minutes, we're going to explore how to stop letting time slip by and start living it fully. This video isn't about fear, it's about clarity. If life is short, how do we live it well? What habits, priorities, and choices help us make the most of our limited time? Let's walk through 9 truths, backed by science and lived experiences that can turn a short life into a full one. 1. Value time, not just money. We're taught early to chase money, better jobs, bigger salaries, shinier things. But research from Princeton shows that after covering basic needs, more money doesn't buy more happiness. Time, however, is priceless. Think of the father who chose ambition, missing dinners and school plays. Decades later, he has a fortune, but regrets the childhood he missed. Compare that with the mother who accepted a smaller paycheck, but was present for milestones, laughter, and simple family moments. Who lived richer? Money can be borrowed, saved, and spent again. Time can only be spent once. Every yes to money-driven work is a no to something else like health, relationships, and peace. The wealthiest life isn't measured in bank balance, but in how you spent your hours. Science actually backs this up. Researchers from UCLA found that people who valued time over money consistently reported higher life satisfaction, regardless of income level. That's because time holds something money never can: presence. The importance of money can't be denied. We all need it, but life is not all about money alone. The richest people aren't the ones with overflowing accounts. They're the ones who invested in moments that can't be bought back. 2. Focus beats busyness. We often equate busyness with importance, but neuroscience shows that multitasking is a myth. The brain doesn't truly handle multiple tasks at once. It simply switches rapidly between them, leaving us exhausted and less effective. Busyness feels productive, but it often just fills space. Focus, on the other hand, creates impact. Steve Jobs once said, "Focus is about saying no." The people who live well aren't those who do everything. They are the ones who choose carefully and go deep. Think of your calendar. Is it crowded because of obligations, or is it filled with a few things that truly matter? A short life isn't about doing more. It's about doing the right things with full attention. There's a trap we all fall into: confusing motion for progress. Checking emails all day feels like work, but it rarely moves your life forward. Psychologists call this the busyness paradox. The busier people feel, the less meaningful their days often are. Focus acts like a magnifying glass. It concentrates your energy until it becomes powerful. A single hour of deep, focused work often accomplishes more than an entire day of scattered busyness. And the same is true for life choices. Saying yes to every social obligation might fill your weekends, but saying yes to just a few meaningful ones fills your soul. Life is short. Don't let it slip away in endless activity. Let it be shaped by deliberate focus. 3. Relationships are life's real wealth. The Harvard study of adult development, the longest happiness study ever, followed people for over 80 years. Its conclusion was clear. The single biggest factor for health and happiness is the quality of relationships. Not fame, not wealth, but relationships. Think back on your happiest memory. Chances are, it wasn't about buying something. It was laughing with friends, talking late into the night, or holding your child. Life is short. If we spend it tolerating shallow or toxic connections while neglecting the people who truly matter, we'll look back with regret. Nurture your relationships. They are the currency of a life well lived. And this isn't just emotional, it's biological. Strong relationships reduce stress, lower blood pressure, and even boost immunity. Loneliness, on the other hand, is as harmful to health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. That shows how deeply connection shapes us. Imagine someone on their deathbed. Rarely do they ask for trophies, promotions, or possessions. They ask for people, the ones who matter most. Yet in daily life, we often do the opposite. We give our best energy to work and leave relationships with our leftovers. No amount of success can make up for neglecting the bonds that make life worth living. Let the people you love know it while they are still here, Because in the end, relationships are not just part of life, they are life. 4. Cut out toxicity without guilt. We all know people who drain us. Psychologists call this emotional contagion. Negativity spreads like secondhand smoke. Chronic exposure increases stress, lowers immunity, and even shortens life expectancy. You don't owe equal access to everyone. Boundaries are not cruel, they are healthy. Think of a garden. If you never cut back the weeds, they choke the flowers. The same is true with time and people. Cutting out toxicity makes space for healthier growth. It is not rejection, it is self-respect. In a short life, there is no room for constant drains on your peace. And here's what most people forget. You can love someone from a distance and still protect your well-being. Boundaries are not walls. They are doors you choose who to open for. And when you open them wisely, life feels far more worth living. 5. Work with purpose, not just pressure. We spend a third of our lives at work, yet many view it as survival. Burnout is so widespread that the World Health Organization recognizes it as an official syndrome. Research shows that purpose protects us. Nurses who frame their work as healing report less burnout. Teachers who see their work as shaping future generations endure stress better than those who see it as just a job. Purpose doesn't always mean chasing a dream career. It means finding significance in what you do, serving customers well, building something valuable, or providing for your family. Work should support life, not consume it. When we attach purpose to our work, even mundane tasks gain meaning. Life is too short to work without meaning. When you connect what you do to why you do it, even Monday mornings begin to matter. 6. Health is freedom. Without health, all other goals collapse. Exercise isn't about vanity. It literally slows aging at the cellular level. Sleep is when the brain clears toxins. Skipping it doubles the risk of heart disease. Imagine saving years chasing career goals, only to spend later decades battling preventable illnesses. That's not living well. It's surviving poorly. Health is freedom. It lets you play with your kids, travel, create, and enjoy. Taking care of your health doesn't just extend your life, it makes your current days better. More energy, better mood, stronger resilience. 7. Stress less, live more. Stress shrinks joy. Chronic stress floods the body with cortisol, damaging memory, weakening immunity, and aging cells. Science shows that it's not stress itself, but how we see it that matters. Those who view challenges as growth opportunities release fewer stress hormones and recover faster. A simple question can shift perspective. Will this matter in 5 years? If not, it's not worth your limited energy. Don't waste life in constant battles. Sometimes letting go is the most powerful way to live more. A peaceful life is too valuable to trade for every irritation that comes your way. 8. Gratitude makes days richer. We often think happiness comes from big achievements, but psychologists found that gratitude journaling increased happiness by 25%. Why? Gratitude trains the brain to notice joy in ordinary things. Ask anyone who has lost a loved one what they miss most. It's rarely the grand vacations. It's the breakfasts, the evening chats, the simple rituals. Gratitude helps us see those treasures while we still have them. Life doesn't need more years. It needs more moments noticed. Gratitude turns small days into rich ones. Science explains why. When you practice gratitude, your brain releases dopamine and serotonin, the very chemicals that make us feel good. Over time, this rewires your neural pathways to look for positives instead of defaulting to complaint. The truth is, we don't remember days, we remember moments. Gratitude helps us collect more of them while they are happening, not just in hindsight, and that makes a short life immeasurably fuller. 9. Learn always. Curiosity isn't just for kids. Neuroscience shows that novelty releases dopamine and builds new neural connections, keeping the brain sharp. Why do childhood summers feel endless? Because every day was new. Adulthood feels short because routine blurs weeks together. Learning, whether it's a language, an instrument, or a skill, breaks that blur and makes time feel fuller. Learning isn't just growth. It's a way of slowing time itself. A wide life, not just a long one. We cannot control how many years we get, but we can shape the width, the depth, and the richness of each one. Life is short, yes, but short does not have to mean small. If we value time over money, choose focus instead of busyness. Nurture our relationships, release toxicity, protect our health, set meaningful goals, build supportive systems, and live with gratitude and presence. Then life feels wide, full, and deeply alive. So ask yourself, when your story is told, will it be remembered for its length or for its depth? The answer is being written right now, in the way you choose to live today.